Curb Your Enthusiasm, which has run for 12 seasons, almost 24 years. That, and of course they have that wonderful episode on Israel-Palestine, which everyone should watch. In that, his Jewishness is ever present because himself, most of his friends are Jewish. They're sort of the they are the affluent, they are the ones who for whom LA is their playground. But I've never felt in that show that it was an attempt to somehow pitch or advocate or anything else. It was just this is, sort of a part of my culture. This is who I am. I guess it's also my faith. I mean, I can't speak for Larry David, but I guess that's what he's trying to say. And I never, it just adds to the richness of the character and the story and everything that's being told. There's no this insidiousness, if you will, in trying to try to propagandize something. So that was, I would say a real decent attempt. And why I'm even talking about that is that I've often seen that in these shows, being at least culturally Jewish, or at least having that presence there, it's at times, sometimes I feel it is an attempt to propagandize the faith. It is an attempt to insert where there is no need. And at least that's what I felt with Knuckles, in an episode like that. I wonder if, for example, this wasn't an episode about, for example, Wade Whipple's character wasn't Jewish, and maybe, for example, he was Christian. But of course, somebody, anyone celebrating Christmas or Easter, it's now become more cultural than it has been religious. But say, for example, we were to take, imagine if the character were, I don't know, Waris Muhammad instead of Wade Whipple, or Waris Wahid. Imagine that character, having Knuckles brought into his home, and they are maybe celebrating Eid. I think I don't think it would do great in the ratings, number one. And I think some concerned Christian group in America would be like, oh my God, this is they're trying to introduce Sharia law.